Let me bang.
I do let you bang. Hey,
let me bang you, Kayla, man.
I let you bang. I let you bang.
Greetings, marriage and virgins.
Go for Jesus. No forget Jesus, people.
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time once again for your favorite mixed martial arts podcast. Recording out of Los Angeles, California, it's MMA Roasted with Adam Hunter.
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
Hey, welcome to a brand new MMA Roasted Podcast. Me, Adam Hunter. I'm here with Bill Dawes. I am in Florida right now. Dude, yesterday, I'm going to Naples, Florida to do Off the Hook Comedy Club. And I get to the airport, and as soon as I get there, they're like, I check in, ready to go. And then I'm like, I don't have my driver's license. Like, right as I'm there, like, my flight leaves in.
Oh, my God.
The lady's like, well, do you have any credit cards? So I give her, like, 5 credit cards. She's like, okay, so she checks my bag. Then I go upstairs to check in. They're like, you can't get on the plane if you don't have I'm like, but she checked my bag already. I'm like, what about my phone? We can't use phones. I'm like, it's a picture of my license on my phone. Nope. So then I'm like, I don't know where my license went. I mean, it was in my wallet. So then I had to go home, and my flight, and my bag is now checked to Naples through Dallas.
So you had to go home. They would not make an exception.
No, I had to go home, and then I'm like looking everywhere. I have my passport. I'm like, yada, yada. And I'm in my car searching for it, and then I was about to give up, and then my trunk opened up. I practiced like the wrong, and then I was like, it was in my trunk.
Oh, God.
And I remember when I got my car washed, the guy was Mexican and was saying something about my trunk, but I couldn't understand what he was saying. He's like, and I'm like, all right, thank you, blah, blah, blah. And I guess he found my license that was in the front seat, put it in the trunk.
Oh.
So now I had to take a flight like 7 hours later, and I had a layover I got into Dallas at midnight, and my flight didn't leave at 7 a.m. out of Dallas to Florida. I had to sleep on the floor of the.
Did you miss the show? Did you miss the first show? No,
I was getting it the night before, but I had to sleep for 7 hours in the airport, on those seats that like come out where you're like, you can't, I'm like too fat to get under it. See, I'm like basically fat or the floor where everyone stepped on all day.
Oh, God.
Like freezing. So I was like shivering. I had to go buy like a $40 sweatshirt because I was so cold at like 5 in the morning. So I just got in, and I'm like, man, maybe I should cancel the podcast. Like, why are we having a podcast?
Never.
And I'm like, fuck it, let's just go. I got like 3 hours of sleep. And now if I sleep all day, which I want to do, I won't be able to sleep at night. So now I'm like, all day, and then I'm up all night. It's just one of those things. How are you doing?
I'm doing a little bit better, man. I hear that club is great. I've never done it, but you told me about it. You've been doing it for like 10 years now, I feel like.
Didn't you come here with Jamie Kennedy? Or you went to the old one?
Off the Hook? I've never done Off the Hook.
Oh, really?
I've heard stories.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Naples is awesome. Like, the club's awesome. They treat you great. You get free seafood. It's awesome. Meanwhile, anyway, by the way, shout out to, did you hear about Brendan Schaub?
No.
All right. So Brendan Schaub on his podcast, and like, I know that McCorkle hates Brendan Schaub, like hates him. I have no beef with Brendan Schaub. We had beef a long time ago, me and Callan and Schaub, and that's like all the war on the bridge, and it's good. Well, I'm good with Schaub, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't really think about Schaub. People like hate on him because it's comedy or this, that. I'm like, whatever, dude. It's so fucking hard to make it in this business. It's beyond. Yeah. If you can make it, good
any
on
way you do it.
Good on you. Like, it's all good, right? So Brendan Schaub said that a couple days, last week, him and his wife were driving, and there was like a guy was trying to like kill himself and his family, and ran into oncoming traffic, and he had 4 kids in the back and his wife, and plowed into a huge, like, I think it was on the 101 or the 405, huge truck, and him and his wife are driving, and his wife's like, just keep going, but he sees a kid, and like basically screaming for help, so he stops the car, punches out the window, takes 3 kids out, and then, gives them with someone who's safe, and then leaves. Right? Which amazing story.
Amazing.
And hats off to you, Brendan Schaub. Like that's a lot of people think like, what would I do in that situation? And everyone would like to think that they're the guy that would do that.
Yes.
He actually did it. So
yeah, incredible,
amazing, right? And all over TMZ and this and that, and everywhere. So
was there a recording of it? Is there a video of him doing this?
Well, that's the thing, right? So now all of a sudden there's all these threads saying that like he made up the story, that he wasn't there, and like he's lied before, yada yada. And look, I'm like, who the fuck would make up a story like that? And when he told me, he was crying, he was on the verge of tears, and like you'd have to be fucking insane to make up a story like that. Like Schaub's not going to do that. There's nothing to gain. Yeah. It's so easy to prove. But right. But you start reading these things, and you're like, and then you get sucked in. It's like these murder mystery things. Where you're like, because then like, well, he picked, he picked 3 kids. So like in the news report, there were 4 kids. He said he got 3, and then you're like, wait, he handed off the kids to a woman. Like, why wouldn't he stay for the police to come or for the fire department to come?
Like he had to go. He had an audition for something.
With his wife or his girlfriend, and they went on like a date for sushi, right? And then like she posted a picture saying he's my hero, but there was no blood or like they were like in perfect hair, like. And I guess he saw the woman, the mom died, the kids lived, the father then got out and was arrested. But he said the father got out and ran, and he got hit by a car going 60 miles an hour, but then kept running, right? So like you're like, wait, like this, and there was oil everywhere. So all these people now are detectives. All these people don't like Schaub or like are kind of skeptical, are coming up with like, this is bullshit. This is like a stolen valor story, kind of like a Steve Renazizi 9/11 thing, which was like also insane. Remember when Renazizi said that he was right? So I'm like, no, there's no way Schaub would make this up. Like, there's no way. Like, what does
that's the craziest thing to do,
right? Like, but now I start reading it, and I'm like, okay, like, so I'm reading it, and then I'm like, well, why wouldn't you stay with the kid? And who would just, and who in their right mind would see brains splattered everywhere and then go out for sushi? Like, I mean, that's like, I think if I rescued 3 or 4 kids, out of a fucking car, like that's the night. I think.
Well, how old are the kids, first of all?
I mean, like 5 and 3 and 7. I mean, they're like kids.
If there's a 7-year-old kid, he can be like, yeah, a man came and punched out the window and dragged me out. Like, the kid can actually verify that, right?
But then now all these like police reports and fire reports saying that none of them mention a 6'3" Brendan Schaub, and like there were no witnesses to this, right? So now I'm like in the fucking airport, like doing like a deep. Now I'm all of a sudden on Unsolved Mysteries. I'm the first 48. I got to figure out whether Brendan Schaub was here or not, right? And people are like coming up with like maps and theories, and like one guy had a whole thing of like the angles that Brendan Schaub said he was at. And people said, well, Brendan said the guy was wearing a white shirt, he's wearing a black shirt, which, I mean, look, if those details, I would get those wrong too. I don't even know what shirt I'm wearing fucking half the time. I don't even know where my license is, at the airport. So I'm not exactly the guy that would.
Okay, now back up for a second, Adam. So I'm just trying to get the story here. So he's driving on the same way, on the 405. Yeah. So he pulls over on the highway on the 405.
Yeah.
Which is not an easy thing to do, obviously. Yeah. But there's like,
it might have been the one. It might have been the 101 where it was in Encino.
Okay, so
where it hits the 405.
He pulls over and he sees this. Now, there's no cops at the scene or paramedics or anything at this point.
He's the first on the scene. Yeah.
So he goes there and the car's like upside down, or what's the deal with the car?
It's like it's like the airbags are out. He told the story very, very vividly, where like very detailed. Like you're like, wow, this fucking happened. Unless he's the greatest actor of all time.
So but what I get is, so he pulled the kids out.
Yeah.
Right. And one at a time, obviously. And the kids are sitting there. He has them corralled, and he goes, and the parents are in the car bleeding to death.
Oh yeah, the mom's dead. And then he says to the woman, "Don't go." And she says, "Don't take the kids near the mom because they don't want them to see the dead mom." There's another woman there, and then he hands. So then, all right. So cut to like people are like, can't wait to make this like the Jussie Smollett thing, right? Which they're trying to make. But then the woman last night said, "I was the woman that Brendan handed the kids to," right?
Oh, okay, wow.
Thank you. And then like, okay, it's over. It's over. Like this makes total sense. And then she has a picture, like a fucking picture, like a picture of her on the scene. But then I'm like, this woman follows me, right? And I'm like, what are the chances this woman follows my account? And she posts about MMA all the time. Like, so like, oh.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the woman
had she coincidentally following Brendan Schaub too?
Probably following. I mean, she follows me. She follows this like other MMA accounts. She posts about fights, Ultimate Fighter. But I looked at her. She's a real woman. Like she's like a Mexican woman.
But you think she has pictures of her on the scene?
Yes, one picture on the scene. Yeah. So I mean, look, like I said, I don't think Brendan Schaub would make up the story. He's not a fucking psychopath. Who would make up a story like this? Like who in their right mind would pass? You know, I mean, unless he dreamt it, but who? I mean, who would say? And plus, how would he get his wife or girlfriend to corroborate in this story?
Well, that's what white girlfriends do for everybody over this past 2,000 years.
There's no fucking way I can get my wife. Hey, babe, I got an idea. See that accident right there? Look, like, you know, people aren't.
So what about this? He ran out of the car. The wife stays in there, you know, posting on Instagram, texting or whatever. He goes over. He sees an accident. Is everything cool? And then he runs back. What happened, babe? Oh, I just pulled these kids out of the car. I mean, I guess she's. God damn it. Here's the thing. What doesn't make sense to me is if this happened and there are children there and a dead mother and where the fuck's going on, who knows? And there's some random Mexican woman that he doesn't know. You're going to hand the kids. It has nothing to do with her being Mexican. Just some random who's unconnected. You're going to hand the kids to them and just go, all right, I'm out of here. We got a reservation at 7:00 at Tamago.
Right. That's what I was trying to say. But I didn't want to say that because I'm the asshole. Like,
I guess my point is like, if you were in that situation.
I would like to believe I'm the person who would stop to save the kids. I mean, I pulled over and saved animals before on the road, you know?
Sure.
So, and
now let's say you did it. Let's say you did it. What would be your next step after pulling the kids out? Selfie? Come on, you got to get the selfie.
If I did it, yes. If you also
did it, would you want to do something like else?
Yeah, I would stay there until the cops show up. I would take the kids into my car probably and be like, hey, sit here. Guys.
Yeah. You would leave them standing on the side of the road next to the car?
Yeah. I mean, right. Like that. I would not, I don't know. I would maybe drive the kids away from the scene to a fucking police station and be like, hey, guys, listen, this is what happened. Here's the accident. You know, I would try to, you know, I definitely would not leave to get sushi afterwards. That made no sense. But I don't want to take away from the guy being a hero because what he did is a heroic act. Okay, so I'm not putting it down. But yes, there were details of the story that didn't make any fucking sense, right? I mean, right?
Well, it just seems to me like that has to be provable. That has to be definitively provable. There has to be a way.
And then all these people on the internet that hate Brendan Schaub were then like posting like the police reports, the crime reports, and none of them mentioned it and this and that. And everyone's ready to jump on the guy. I'm like, we can't jump on the, look, no, don't get me wrong. If it was proven that he was lying about this, that would be a fun thing to joke about. Not the kids, but then you could put him in every time, in every heroic act. You could see, well, Brendan Schaub was the guy that, you know, won World War II, or Brendan Schaub solved the Cuban Missile Crisis.
I just cannot believe that he would take the kids out of the car and then just go, you guys good? I'm out. It just is, that's fucking bizarre to me. Because at the very least, wouldn't you just be shaken? Wouldn't you just be like, fuck, dude?
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to go on my night. And I mean, it was at 6 o'clock. Tyler, did you hear that story about Brendan Schaub with the kids?
I vaguely heard of it, but I don't know enough to comment or have an opinion. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm right. That's where I was trying. It seems like people were trying to disprove that he did it, and it seems a woman came forward and said that she was the one that handed the kids to, and she seems credible, other than the fact that she's a huge MMA fan. Like, what are the chances? But I mean, look, a lot of people.
Can you find out if she follows Brendan Schaub right now on Instagram?
I don't want I don't want to get her harassed by people. I think if she I don't want anything to do with this.
Name her. You don't give her name.
It's one of those fucking true crime things where like you just get like sucked in, and if you have time, all of a sudden you're looking at, I'm like, I'm a fucking detective, and then I'm like, what am I gaining from this? Like I'm just gonna, we should just leave it at like, anyway. So we got Tyler Diamon is here. Tyler Diamon, by the way, you are an amazing fighter. You won your first PFL fight in amazing fashion. You got fucking hurt, rocked. But you came back and won. Your second fight, you just ran out of rounds. I mean, holy shit, that was a war, and he couldn't get rid of you. Tell me about that fight, Tyler.
Yeah, that fight was interesting. It was I honestly probably shouldn't have taken it from an outsider's perspective, like with having to have surgery on my face and fight 4 weeks after that. Not really being able to prepare how I normally prepare because my face was damaged. So I just did a lot of running and mitt work. But, my whole thing was like, dang, I can fight with anyone on the planet and I'm in shape. So let's do this thing. There's a lot of money on the line. So I did it. And I think that my toughness obviously shone through like it always will. But some things were just off for me, such as, my timing, my rhythm of the fight, etc. But you know what? Like I said, I always have a chance, so I did it for that reason.
Dude, I was at Chuck E. Cheese watching that fight, and my kids were like on the playground, and I'm like, "Oh, come on!" And people are looking like I'm insane, but because you were just like, I mean, a lot of times I feel like other refs might have stopped it. Some of the you were just taking punches, and then you didn't go anywhere. You literally like might be the toughest person on the planet. But that
shout out to Cigarettes and Alcohol Keith Peterson for not stopping the fight because man, I was in it the whole time. Like, sure, I got rocked a few times here and there, but Brendan, he's a good fighter. He's a good dude, but I truly do feel like I just ran out of time. If it would have been a 5-round fight, I would have definitely welcomed that. That's for sure.
100%. Now, and you honestly, the back of your head, did you know you were losing rounds and you were like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna catch him"? Is that kind of how it went down?
After the first round, I was like, that's a toss up. Who knows who won that round? Like, neither one of us really did anything super effective. After the second round, I was like, dang, that might have been a 10-8. So this third round, I got to get this one, and I got to get it in a big way. And so I went for it in the third. I got rocked a couple times there as well. I mean, I don't know. My perspective might be a little off on the fight too, because I actually haven't even watched it still to this day. I just don't even really care to. I mean, what's done is done. I'll watch it, I guess, when I feel like it. But I knew I needed that third round, and I went for it, and I think I did well from what I remember. But yeah, it is what it is. I went in with the expectations of winning the fight, and I think I did the best I could considering the circumstances.
What was the face surgery you had before the fight?
So I didn't know anything about faces before this fight, but there's a bone right here that runs along, like, in your ear area. It's pretty thin. It's actually called the Zygomatic Arch. In my fight with Jo Sung Bin, it fractured in 3 spots and it was dented in. So basically they had to go through the side of my head and like stick a bar in there and basically pop it out.
Oh.
So they did that after the first fight. And then literally 45 seconds into the next fight, it broke. I was like, gosh damn it, this would happen to me. Because I just felt a big pop and didn't really hurt, but I was just like, gosh damn it, there goes my face. So of course I got surgery after the second fight again, too, because I didn't want a dent in my face. It was very obvious.
I don't know. Yeah. It might make you look even tougher. I mean, your face is pretty much shot, dude. No offense. So I think
I'm happy I'm married. I mean, my ears aren't in the best shape. I got a lot of scar tissue on my face, but come on, I'm not that bad, Adam. There's a lot.
Your wife is smoking. Your wife is smoking hot. And she's like a fitness model or something, right? What does she do? She's something. She's like
she used to be, but now she's just mom. She's just momming it and being a PE teacher. But she can get back to that whenever she's got the body for it. That's for sure.
And then you got 2 kids now.
No, I only have 1 kid, but man, I might have 2 kids on the way. Who knows?
And how old is your kid?
He's 8 months. He just turned 8 months.
Wow.
Did you get the SNU?
Say it again.
This thing called the SNU. it's like at night, if your baby
It's
wakes up at
what
night,
rich liberal people in LA get their kids.
yeah, you put your kid in this like rocking thing, it straps it in and like rocks it to sleep every night. But it's like a game changer. If you have another kid, get the Snoo, SNOO. It'll be a huge.
I need to look into it right now because that's currently our biggest struggle right now is the sleeping, as most parents can sympathize with.
Does your wife wake you up and say, take care of it? That's what my wife used to do. She should like.
She does every once in a while, but man, she's an MVP mom, dude. She just usually handles everything, at least when it comes at night with sleeping, because I think she's just been so used to it with me being in fight camp and like me needing my sleep. She just is in the routine of doing it. But man, with the exception of today being Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I was on daddy daycare duty. So we're in a real transitional zone here where she is going back to work full time and I'm trying to balance watching Ace, but with also utilizing our resources so that I can still train efficiently and win this tournament next year.
Does Team Alpha Male have like a daycare center? Because you guys all have kids now.
Well, if they did, we would all be in the daycare center according to all your jokes. So maybe it's best that we don't have a daycare center because we wouldn't get any training done. But no, in all seriousness, we used to, and then I feel like it wasn't being utilized enough, so that area got turned into something else. So I don't know. Sacramento's an hour and a half away, so all of our resources are up here where I live. So the most likely scenario would be that I drop Ace off with, you know, one of the grandmas or an aunt or whatever, and then I go down and I train for the day and I come back up and pick them up type of thing. Or Kiara can pick them up.
Uriah Faber was at a fight. He was actually fighting one time, and he was like, I'm like, damn. I'm like, Uriah's wife's, you know, a very attractive woman, and it was the grandma. like it was I was like, grandma was like 40. Like I was like, whoa, that's, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, his wife is a very good looking lady though, and she's like in her, I think she just turned 30. So
is her mom. Her mom, I was like, wow, her mom is very sexy.
Yeah, they've got good genetics in that family, that's for sure.
What's his name is now doing bare knuckle boxing. Chad Mendez. Like you trained Chad probably a million times. Like, how do you see this going?
Correct. I think it'll go fine. I mean, he's a power puncher, you know, so I think he'll rock a lot of those guys' shit. I don't really see a ton of viable threats over there, I guess you could say. So, man, I think he'll do fine. I think he'll do great, and he'll make a bunch of money, and that's what it's about. So kudos to him for that. I knew he had something going on, and we're good friends, but I just never reached out and was like, hey, why are you training? I just knew it was for probably this, or he probably had some sort of opportunity boxing Jake Paul or Jake or Logan or whatever the fuck their names are. I knew there's something on the horizon for him there, something with big money. Because if it's pulling him out of the mountains to go hunting, to train, there's something big money going on.
Yeah, well, I guess Bill, he has this company with like, I think Clay Guida, where you can go hunt with them for the weekend. So
let's do it.
Money, go fishing and hunting, and then like you could like hang out with Chad Mendez, and he's like a great hunter. I mean, he's always posting these pictures of like fucking elk that are like bigger than him and shit. He looks like the kid from Frozen, Sven, who you know, Kristoff, who rides Sven. So
every animal he kills is bigger than him.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, it's like fucking dinosaur days.
Bigger than me too, though. I'm only an inch taller than him, so that's not saying much. But yeah, he's got an awesome celebrity guide service. They got a really cool business model in that sense, and man, that's taking off for him. So that's great.
How does the bare knuckle boxing make so much money? How do they pay out so well? Because who's sponsoring that? I mean,
I wish I knew. That's a question I ask myself all the damn time, to be honest. Like, how the hell I'm thinking they just must have a lot of big backers behind them. So this is my theory behind like PFL and bare knuckle, etc. I think there's a bunch of like millionaires that get behind these companies, and they utilize the money that they invest in these companies as losses for all their other business venture for taxes.
Yeah. That's
the only reasoning I can put together, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, they're giving out $1 million every year to winners, and like people. I mean,
there's 6 of them.
It's great. The PFL is like, it's great, but the way they do it is like they got to figure out a way to not have like 5 fights, 3 months of everyone forgets, and then 5 fights again, or 2, and then all of a sudden people are like, oh yeah, these guys are on again. It's just they got to figure out a way. And even the undercard is not for the tournament, so you're confused because like your favorite fighter just won, but you're like, oh, this is for next year's. This is to get into the PFL. You're like, wait, so these guys are fighting in the PFL to get into the PFL? Like that doesn't really.
It's like the NASCAR model where you have like points and there's different cups and shit. Sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, like in theory it's great, but they got to figure out the schedule better because people are just like, they get excited and they just forget. I mean, do you agree, Tyler?
I agree. No, I totally agree. There's definitely some kinks that they need to work out. I don't know. I'm happy there though, for sure. So.
Oh yeah, of course. I was surprised that Lance Palmer. I mean, this year Lance Palmer, another ex-teammate of yours or current teammate, he was a 2-time champion and didn't make it to the tournament. Like PFL's, they signed 3 huge guys. They signed Verdum, they signed Sergio, they signed Anthony Pettis, and they signed Rory McDonald. And they gave him huge signing bonuses, and none of them, except for Rory, made the semifinals, have made the tournament. And then Rory got knocked out quickly. I mean,
they went 1-5 collectively.
Wow.
But they each got, I heard, $1 million signing bonuses. So
and that's not a knock on them because they're all great fighters, but it just goes to show that the talent that's outside the UFC that no one even knows about, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, none of those guys are slouches. Like none of them are on the decline in their career. I'd say they're all better now than they ever were. It just really goes to show that where the talent's at, you know? And, man, I wish I would have bet money that somehow been a fortune teller to know that they would have went 1-5 collectively and placed a $10 bet on it, made $1 million, and then been done fighting.
Well, I think the PFL also has a situation where if you get guys like, let's say a Magomed Karimov or something, you get a bunch of guys from Dagestan that win the $1 million. It's going to be a hard thing to sell because these guys have, 37 followers. They don't speak English. They're amazing fighters, but no one knows who they are, and it's hard to market them. I used to have to write jokes about them, and I'd be on page 5 of Google to find like one thing about them of like this guy's favorite hobby is chasing rabbits, and then I go, oh, here's my rabbit joke. But I mean, you have to go fucking 5. You do a deep dive to get a fucking fact about somebody. That's hard. It's hard for the average person to relate to that. The hardcore fight fan's gonna love it, but but there aren't that many like hardcore fight fans that are gonna be like, oh shit, this guy's 9-0 and he won 37. He won in 37 seconds back in KSW and whatever. It's just you're not gonna find guys like that. So
I'm guessing PFL strategy in that sense is to become a bigger market than the UFC outside the United States. And then I'm guessing that's the only rationale I can think of, but yeah, I agree. I mean, as talented as all those guys are, you can't completely fill your roster with them because they will do well. And when they do well and they can't speak English, it doesn't generate revenue for the average MMA fan here in the US. So you hit the nail on the head there.
Yeah. Now, how's your company going, by the way? You started a company where you deliver really healthy foods for people, right?
Yeah, we buy, cook, package, deliver, do everything. We're just a full-service meal prep company. Dude, we're killing it. Business is amazing, but it's just a testament to when you do the right things and you don't cut corners, like good things happen. So the business is going well, and man, I'm really just trying to find a balance of running an efficient business, training like I need to be training as a professional, and then being a dad and a husband. It's freaking tough at times, man, but you know what? It's good being busy.
No, and it's tough, especially tough. No disrespect to women, because I know they have to have the kid, but there's a lot of hormones that come out, a lot of mood swings sometimes, and you have to factor that in and be like, okay, this is what's going on right now. Someone just carried a baby for 9 months.
Yeah. But Tyler, I want to get your company. What's the name of your company? I want to maybe do it because I have Freshly right now and it's garbage. So I want a different delivery system.
Yeah, Freshly is pretty much trash. So my company's name is Diamond Dash meal prep service, but the one thing with us is we haven't gone into shipping yet.
Okay.
The reason why I haven't gone into shipping yet on purpose is there's so many logistics. Kind of like the saying, more money, more problems. That's I'm afraid what it might cause for us is a little bit more problems right now, just because we're still currently trying to capture all of the whole market of Northern California. So once we do that, we'll get into the shipping. But man, there's just a lot of things to figure out before we get into that. But yeah, Freshly's trash, but I don't know. I guess it can't hurt trying something other than them.
Dude, I'm really proud of you, man, Tyler. I don't give you enough credit, man, because you're a guy. I know you for years. You were 9-0. You went on the Ultimate Fighter. You lost to Bryce Mitchell, who right in like the finals in a very close fight. Bryce Mitchell right now is undefeated. He just beat the shit out of Andre Feely, who was like also amazing. Mitchell's like right there. I mean, he's I think the guy that like the dark horse of the division. He's the guy everyone's kind of running from him. And then they didn't sign you, which was fucking baffling because they're like, oh, well, he's a wrestler. We don't want another wrestler. Blah, blah. So then you kind of like couldn't get a fight. Like then you went into LFA. You had the most insane fight I've ever seen. You were like a 6-1 favorite. You were winning and it got fucking rocked and almost got finished. And I was like, no. Then you came back and won that fight, which was right. Am I saying this right?
I think you're getting my last PFL fight confused. That one, I handled the LFA one pretty fine, but I did have altitude sickness that kind of fucked me up in that fight. But I battled back and I got to a spot where I had negotiating power to at least go to a major organization. And that's where I reached out to my management, Iridium Sports Agency and Jason House, and was like, hey, the UFC, I feel like kind of shit on me. Let's focus on something else. Let's go PFL route. And luckily they were interested as well.
No, because I thought you were done. I thought you was like going to be like, okay, you're talking about like, you know, you're a guy and living in Oroville, I think, which I've been to Oroville. It's, you know, and you have a food prep and a hot wife who's pregnant. And I'm like, oh, this guy's kind of phasing out of fighting. It's kind of a shame because he never got the chance to show everyone how good he is. Because you're obviously UFC caliber. And then when you went 1-1 in the PFL, your first fight was amazing. Second fight was incredible too. I mean, I think if you hadn't got hurt, you would have been in the tournament.
Totally.
You could have fought for the million. But I think I'm really proud of you, man, because you're a guy that, like me, I feel like I'm underappreciated. Bill Dawson underappreciated. And you're a guy that hung in there. And you hung in there. And I feel like people are finally waking up to how good you are. So that's really cool.
Yeah. No, thanks, Adam. I appreciate it. And I totally agree with you. You are underappreciated. I think you're very talented. And I hope that the success keeps coming your way. And the same thing with me. I think that a lot of people, you're not the only one, thought I was phasing out of fighting because, you know, our perceived image of people is through social media, et cetera. And I train all the time. I just don't really post about it too much. And I'm, as I'm getting older, I'm realizing that social media isn't the end all be all for me. For me, it's making money and taking care of my family, et cetera. So yeah, there for a while, things were tough. And between my UFC debut and then getting signed with TFL, like I really had to grind behind the scenes in the shadows and get back to where I wanted to be. And here we are. But don't be fooled. I'm training all the time and I am going to win the million next year. I just got to stay healthy. That's number one.
What would you do with that million?
By the way,
honestly,
that's also Tyler. That's Mayhem Miller.
This guy's about to tell me what he's going to do with his million if he gets it, and you're going to shut him down?
No, go on. No, I want to make sure he knows who's talking to him.
No, I know exactly who that is. Bully Beatdown, bro. And fighter in
Mayhem. I even made it wacky in my fucking profile pic.
All right, go on.
Hey, so yeah, what I would do with the million is I would honestly just freaking be a hoarder of it and invest a lot of it. I'd probably buy a bunch of lots and have a bunch of houses built in Paradise, the town that burnt down.
I got a Pakistani guy you can meet. Safe money, safe bets, this guy. He's always got some safe bets. Yeah, I don't know, 401k, I don't know, something like that, some bearer bonds. This guy, you know, you're awesome, bro. You're like going to do something like here pretty soon. If that million comes, fantastic. If not, like, bro, what a bright future for a veteran.
Jason, I don't know if you see this fight, so he made it to the finals, the Ultimate Fighter, like I was saying.
Guy's real life Rocky. No, I missed all those fights that you were talking about, all of them. So I'm pretty excited to go into the YouTube vaults. You know what I mean? So I'm pumped. This dude is like very fucking charismatic. His
last fight
off the chain. What?
The kid was a state champ wrestler, college wrestler. But
those ears tell the story.
But his last fight, he literally let the guy punch him in the face, kind of like you. He had the Jason Mayhem Miller defense.
He's got that fucking knucklehead gene. Yeah, I hear you. That's awesome.
Of let the guy punch you, and hopefully he breaks.
Yeah, listen. If sometimes the guy's darting in and out, right, you fucking let him hit you and then hit him at the same time. Fuck it, it's a strategy.
That's the strategy I was trying to use. It just didn't work. I ran out of time.
I might be wrong. Okay, but just guessing. Are you a lanky, long arm fella?
No, dude. I got some short Popeye arms.
This guy's guns. I get it. Okay, you're guns. I get it. All right, so you fucking throw some. So without even knowing anything, watching one of your fights, okay? You kind of like machine gun out there a little bit, or you're come out, double leg the guy, fucking rough him up with a nice I don't know. 2-3-2 after you single leg him. I don't know. What is your style?
That's what I should have done. I've just been trying to throw hands too much, and gosh dang, I'm just trying to throw bombs like Mike Tyson, man. I need to go out there and shoot and take these fuckers down. To be honest, especially my last one.
Do it. Fucking grind these motherfuckers out. Ground and pound. Yeah, bro, it's an underappreciated art, dude. Really.
But Jason, I know what you're saying, and I agree with you, Jason. The problem was that he was 9-0, 10-0, made it to the finals, the Ultimate Fighter, and they didn't sign him because they thought his style was boring. So he had to kind of adapt a new style, right? Kind of.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was because they thought my style was boring or. So the memo that I got was hey, you and Bryce are on one fight deal. So whoever wins is going to get signed, and whoever loses, then F you. Good luck. So It was a super freaking close fight, obviously. And the judges thought he won for whatever reason. And so, yeah, I didn't get signed. So I had to battle back, But I feel like my style's always been exciting, I take people down when I need to, but for the most part, when I'm on the feet, I just try and throw bombs.
Let me guess. What happened to that fight, all right? Did you get him down a few times, but he fought off the takedowns at the end and it looked better for him? He touched you up or something? Or did you?
No, I took him down whenever I wanted to. He caught me in so talking about the UFC fight, he caught me in a triangle in the second round. He literally had it for 2 or 3 minutes. So I think that looked really bad for me, but that was really the only thing, to be honest.
No, okay. So the grappling exchange looked good for him and in the second round. So you lost that round. And so the third round, then what happened at the third round though?
The third round I took him down and beat the shit out of him the whole time. It was pretty much 10-8 round.
Okay. So yeah, I can see your side of it. I haven't seen the fight. I'll watch it, and I'll tell you you're a fucking liar if you are a liar. But I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
So Tyler,
I was the awesome thing about this right now is everything that I say is easily can easily be traced down on YouTube. So
Tyler, I'm looking up right now. I'm actually trying to find highlights of you. And I look up that Nate Diaz slapped you at a Combate show.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys ever make up?
No.
Isn't that a term of endearment for Nate Diaz when he slaps you at this point? Isn't that just his birthday pie?
Throw a water bottle.
So
they really love you to throw a water bottle at you.
So I know. I'm lucky. Just to clear this up, I fucking hate talking about it, to be honest, because I'm an idiot and tweeted shit about it, and I shouldn't have, but I was just so fucking pissed at the time. Because I wanted to kill this guy, and I didn't get to because what happened was I was talking with Clay Guida face to face, and then all of a sudden Clay goes fucking flying. I look behind me, he's getting fucking rat packed. Then I fucking look forward because someone punched me in the fucking back of the head. I look forward. As soon as I look forward, I get fucking slapped. I didn't know who it was. After I get slapped, I get punched again, and then I get fucking people trying to tackle me, and then it all connected that, holy fuck, that was Nate that just slapped me, that fucking idiot, and I got so pissed. And Yeah, I was just so fucking mad at the time because everyone says how real Nate is in his camp, and that to me there was nothing real about like having 30 dudes surround Clay, and then I was just involved, you know, so it's just very frustrating.
30? They're like deep like
At
that?
least.
Are you sure it wasn't just like 6 of them and it felt like 30?
I promise, because the thing is that when Nate goes to these local shows, there's a bunch of fans from Stockton that go and they all wear their black like represented shirt. So wherever he goes, they just all follow him. It's really crazy. There's a shit ton of them, and a lot of them aren't even fighters, to be honest. They're just normal fans that just follow him around.
Which basically that Jason can relate to this story. He also had the fucking scrap pack on top of him.
Oh, yeah, you should have been.
Yes, he did.
Shit was on CBS. You were probably like 12, 6. I don't know.
Yeah, I was like,
You know what
I think I was like 10.
All right, yeah. So, you were probably eating some Doritos, drinking some Mountain Dew. I don't know, jumping up and down, watching me fucking get jumped by the Diaz boys. You should have better known better.
All right, so we're gonna show some of the highlights of this fight that he had, his last fight against. And is he still in the tournament, by the way? The guy you fought?
Yeah, he's the number 1 seed in the semifinals.
Hey, scroll it up so we don't get banned.
All right, I'll scroll it right. Is that like right here? You mean?
Yeah. There you go.
I know. The problem is that I scroll it up and then it's like stops. Hold on.
Shit. All right, well, just let it roll. If we get banned, we get banned.
Yeah, if you look at ban, we'll just get demonetized. We're just fine, whatever.
Motherfucker.
Now, did you ever think, Tyler, like when you were watching him fight the whole scrap pack, that one day you'd have a very similar experience?
Or a conversation on a fucking iPad with me? Did you see into the future?
No, I can't say I could see this one coming. But I, you know what's funny is like a half hour before that, I told some teammates with me, I'm like, man, I hate going to these shows with these guys because it's just an eerie feeling. Like you literally feel like you're about to get stabbed any time just for looking at someone wrong. Like that's how sketchy all those guys
I think
are.
you'll get slapped. I think there's some gentleman agreement with the gangsters. Been like, all right, we're not gonna stab nobody. We're not gonna fucking shoot nobody. Oh my god. This guy's fucking throwing hammers of Thor. Jesus Christ, he's majestic with that Lions, man.
Why is it? I'm trying. It keeps stopping.
Fucking asshole. Your Wi-Fi sucks, bro.
I know, and it's
for
stopping.
$69.99.
It's stopping at the worst time for me.
It keeps stopping because I'm watching it on like Facebook Watch.
Jesus Christ, bro. Why don't you just fucking pull your Yugo around to the back of the Lamborghini shop right now? We're trying to run a fucking real show here, Adam. Now you're like with the fucking slow Wi-Fi. Are you running Windows 94?
All right. Listen, Jason. I'm sick. All of a sudden, my roast. By the way, Tyler.
It's MMA Roasted. What the hell, Adam? Did I do my job right? You want to fire me?
No. That's a very good point. Yeah. All right. So let's see highlights. I could watch the YouTube. Don't demonetize us. Dude, the fight was fucking insane. It was probably one of the best fights I've ever seen in my life.
But they don't give bonuses for PFL.
Dude, so that's the fuck thing is I've been kind of trying to rally to take the sting away from losing. Like bro, if that fight was on any UFC card, that we would have gotten $50,000 bonuses. So I'm kind of trying to do the same thing. I'm like, hey, if you guys are trying to be on UFC level or surpass them, like we got to get bonuses where bonuses are due.
Fuck that, bro. Listen, if you fucking win, you want 50 grand?
Dude, look at this. Dude,
I'm going to raise 5 G's maybe. Hey, you know what? Oh. And then I'll have a Mayhem bonus, all right? Oh. And anybody who wants to contribute, I don't know.
Tyler, what the fuck? How do you...
That's why what a man. Wait a minute. Taking like a man. All right, got smart, back to the guard. Shit, man, that was a fucking...
real quick, Adam, where the fuck are you getting these highlights? Shit. There's none for me.
No, that was great. That was some manly shit, bro. You took a couple of fucking good ones. You got an underhook. Here we go. Now you come back, right? Oh, here we go.
Okay, Adam. So Adam is pulling up highlights solely for Brendan right now. You're interviewing me, not Brendan.
Dude, that was a pretty good technical stand-up. I'll tell you that much.
I mean, this guy must have been thinking though, like, it's like one of those things where the guy's fighting Rocky, and he's looking at Rocky in like
fucking Terminator. The Terminator with the goddamn haircut that could just put anyone to shame.
So I will tell a short story. So after the second round, when he kind of came close to finish me, and the horn sounded, he kind of did like a frustrated, like, because he knew that was his chance. And I said to him, I said, "That's right, motherfucker. Now the fight starts." And I ran to my corner. I ran to my corner, and then when I talked to him after the fight, he's like, "Dude, you freaked me the fuck out when you said that."
Yeah, you guys are bros. Like, you're brothers right now. Like, you guys fucked each other up. Like, let's see some more out of it. Front headlock series. Your escape was fucking tight. Now you come with the front. No, a double jab. All right, you're back in a groove, huh?
So Tyler, you're all wrestler?
He's running. He tastes your power. That's why he did that fucking grappling. He was like, "Fuck that." Yeah, right now he's still like, "Fuck that." He's trying to find a way to get back in there and strike with you, but your jab is too crisp. This guy.
Yeah, but look, then he got me with that fucking sneaky uppercut, and then that knee.
You got goaded into his range. Yeah, like
exactly that.
You wandered your chin. You wandered your chin in there into that range, and he found it. So that
I got too comfortable going forward with the guy, and then had like a false sense of range.
I'm impressed with this guy's wrestling, to be honest. His counter wrestling to you is pretty fucking good, but of course you're dominant.
Look at his face. He's like, "What do I have to do?"
Where did that come from? Where did that come from? Overhand right?
I believe so. I'm not sure, to be honest.
Or do you headbutt that motherfucker on the takedown? Because that shit was gangster. You got his ass down finally.
Dude,
yeah, he was working hard.
After a 10-8 round in the second, like, this guy's got to be like, "What the fuck do I got to do?"
I'm saying he's pouring it on. This is some Rocky shit right here, dude. Like, look, if they have tighter shots, you'll be able to see like what the fuck really is going on.
So Tyler, so in the third round, right? You need to finish right now, right? So you're on top of him. What's going through your head?
What's going through my head is I wish I could elbow this fucker in the face.
Oh, that does take away a lot of your
you can't elbow in the PFL? You can't elbow?
No. That's why I'm not elbowing or nothing.
I was wondering.
So I'm sitting there thinking like, man, I wish I could set up some sort of submission or whatever, but it was slick at this time, really. So I'm like, I didn't know what the fuck to think, really.
Oh, he grabbed the cage there.
Yeah, he did.
He grabbed it.
So I think
that's pretty clever.
I think
the referee was like, "Fuck that," and like,
yeah, no, he was. He's like,
you might have been fighting two guys tonight. I don't know.
No, the ref helped him out. The ref helped him out. The ref stopped.
Oh well, hey, that guy got fucked up by two guys that night. Stand back up with this monster.
Oh man, so you need to finish, right? So now you're looking for that overhand, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to throw bombs and get him to the floor and just beat the shit out. I mean, I'm just trying to do whatever I can. At this point, I'm on autopilot, because I've been dropped a couple times. Like even right there, I think that punch hurt me a little bit, but his kicks were starting to hurt me a little bit. Like, man,
well, think about this. You're a tremendous wrestler, as Adam says. Like, I haven't seen those matches, but I trust what he says. And you're. At this point in the fight, you've done 2 wrestling matches back to back. And so now your technique breaks down a little bit. You went back to your wrestling, you really got, and it worked, for you. Hats off to this competitor. Like, this guy is a seasoned guy. He knows how to wrestle and everything. Like, he was a really great fight. That's like a kind of a legendary fight to me right now.
Bill, what are you thinking right now, Bill?
Are you trying to go for are you trying to trap his arm and get
crucifix?
See, there's room for a fucking knee right there. If you want me to, but you got to pay me like $50 a comment. You know what I mean? I'll dissect this whole video. What?
Mayhem, what should he do?
Triangle?
Mayhem,
look, because of the constriction of the restriction of the elbows, and I see, because he's like good dominant position, hip to hip right here. I see he really wants to do it, kind of. I know where you're at, just like I fucking head kicked that dude. Yeah. International rules, I could see you kind of, but these overhand lefts are good. When you got to the side control, there was an absolute opportunity to go to his body with your right knee, but you didn't find it. You just sunk down. So when you get a guy down on the side mount, especially against the cage, give him a fucking knee to the ribs, dude. Like, it was wide open. And you just like didn't even try. Practice it on the bag. That's the big one. Lay on the heavy bag, Muay Thai bag, lay it down. and fucking knee the shit out of the damn thing. You know, you look at my career, I only did that move like 3 times. But man, that shit paid.
Tyler, is it
Like,
okay that we're talking about this? I don't want to. I didn't tell you that we were gonna watch your fight.
That's cool though. Like, hopefully we don't give.
It's
you know
all
what I mean?
good. This is more of the fight that I've actually ever watched. To be honest.
Cool. That's pretty
But,
awesome.
but
I know it's
yeah,
kind of
Mayhem.
uncomfortable, right? Like you hate seeing the fuck ups, like get it, like God damn it, and it's really hard to watch. Like you're like,
Yeah,
fuck, I know, because you're a competitor. You've been doing it forever, and like, you know, it's like one of those things. Like you can't help but go, shoulda, woulda, coulda, you know. But fuck that.
Yeah.
What we're doing is the next fight. You know what I mean? Let's see. Let's adapt. You know, let's overcome. Let's find new ways to win. You know.
And he collapses,
Yeah, for sure.
standing with your arms up at the end too.
Yeah, I know. He was fucking savage. Like he got his wins
Hold
again
on.
in the third.
Jason, hold on one sec. No disrespect, but Tyler, what were you saying? You said Mayhem what?
Oh, I was saying, Mayhem, I'd give you that $50 a comment, but PFL never gave me the fucking bonus, so I have no money.
Tons.
But no, after that fight, right? So you're in New Jersey. You gotta have a headache, right? I mean, that night, your head must have been killing. No.
No, honestly, my head was fine. I mean, I knew my face was broken. Like, I could feel that. But my leg fucking hurt. That motherfucker's little pencil legs into my meaty-ass legs fucking hurt me.
Oh, he dinked you with the low kicks, right?
Yeah, those low calf kicks fucking got me.
That's the
That
new
motherfucker.
hottest craze, bro. Everyone's calf kicking each other. I mean, that's not even that gentlemanly, really. It's just like some cheap shit. It's like tapping B, you know, like ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Fucking Chun-Li's out there nowadays.
Well, Joe Schilling, you know that kick that you go where you do like a downward kick, the John Jones kick.
Yeah, exclamation point kick. Yeah, like, holy shit, I've got to go to the orthopedist. Another dirty-ass tactic.
Well, he was saying that someone did it in an amateur fight against his guy, and Joe Schilling made a whole post about it, saying how you're going to ruin a guy's career with this fucking kick. And other people were arguing, saying, hey, "Listen, that's going to happen when you become a pro. You got to learn how to defend it, yada yada." What are your thoughts on that, Tyler Mayhem?
Well, at least when you're a pro, your organization will, depending on where you're at, will pay for your medical bills and actually pays you enough money to where it's kind of worth it.
I don't know what organization you're hanging out at, but like, fuck, a lot of times they don't pay shit.
Hey, but when you're an amateur, there's no chance of that, and you're not getting paid. So, yeah, I think certain
Don't
things
break
as an
a
amateur
leg.
should be done. Yeah.
Bill, your thoughts?
Well, I was gonna say, Tyler, I mean, I mentioned this before, but when you were in half guard, were you trying to go for an arm triangle, or you just trying to beat him?
I was trying to maintain my right underhook and, if anything, get to side control and keep him pinned on the fence, and then pin that left arm, kind of get into crucifix position because I'm really strong there. And I feel like when I get to that position, it's game over.
And why don't you think you didn't find it? I mean, fuck, that made no sense. Why find it, didn't you not it arm triangle?
I think a couple things. I mean, to the dude's credit, he was doing a really good job at maintaining half guard.
I'll tell you why. No wrist control. Like in that side position, you never caught his wrist because he kept he had his wrist. It was good jiu-jitsu from him. Like he stopped you from, because you got to grab his wrist and yank it just for a second to high leg over, you know, to crucifix him. But he was like, nah, I ain't doing that. Like he was smart about it. You know, the alternative too is find your ground and pound from higher up, like transition.
Yeah.
Like, when you're passing the guard, these are the moments, like transitions, punching. You know,
looking back, you know, there's always things you wish you would have did. I mean, we had like a wrist battle going on, but yeah, I could have just elevated my level and been up above him and tried kind of almost Khabibing him more in that sense. So that's something that I've taken away from that fight and the Bryce Mitchell fight, actually. So the last 2 months that I've gotten back to training, I've been getting into those positions more and really trying to elevate and control and almost put their ankles between my legs and pinch my knees and land ground and pound while I'm in an elevated position. It's been helping out a lot.
Yeah, by the way, Tyler, once again, I know people don't like to watch your fights, so thank you. You're being you're not going to text me later going, "What the fuck, Dick? I didn't know."
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should.
No, I don't care, man. I mean, hey, dude, you know when you're going on the MMA Roasted podcast, like, you don't know what the hell's gonna go on. You don't know what's gonna get mentioned. So,
well, now we have your ex-girlfriend here. We're bringing her on the show. No, I'm kidding.
Sick.
Now, did your wife come with you to?
Hi, it's me, his ex-girlfriend. Oh my God, are you married now? Are you a daddy? Let me see some Facebook photos.
I think you really upgraded to the new one. Now you have that. Now you have that American map, the map of America on your back tattoo. Is that all American? It used to be an all American to get that, right?
No, because a lot of JV wrestlers get it too, unfortunately. But I did get it when I.
Hey man, don't hate on the JV squad. Them boys is wrestling too. Jesus Christ, that's fucking mean, bro. You're fucking mean guy, huh?
No,
hey, you know what? I'm getting a tattoo of that subway map behind Bill Dawes.
All right,
hey, as long as someone tries hard, that's good in my book. But I did get it when after I All-Americaned as a California junior college wrestler, which isn't nearly the same as All-Americaning at like D1 nationals, for example. But for me at the time, it was big.
It's still big. You know, a lot of those guys that went first of all, a lot of the guys that went junior college and community college, were like amazing. Their grades.
Tito Ortiz represent.
Their grades.
Junior college, babe. We're going to fucking Golden West.
And, you know, it's because their grades, especially Long Island. I remember Nassau Community College had like the best sports in the world. Everyone just focused on sports and not grades. And they won the nationals every year. So a lot of times those junior college guys go to NCAAs, they go to Division I, and they place. So, you know, I would not downplay it. PFL tonight, by the way. So there's PFL fights tonight. Kayla Harrison. It's on ESPN Sports.
God damn it, you got everything, huh? What the fuck? ESPN app. Hey, Bill Dawes, you're supposed to talk so I can see my tattoo. Oh shit! It's like, what is that? Sonoma County behind you? Are you on the set of Rent?
It's a map. It's a map of Austin.
What? Wicked? Oh, Austin, Texas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are we planning a raid on Joe Rogan's bungalow?
That's where his baby mama lives.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan's? That's where all Joe Rogan's.
No, Bill Dawes. But all of us have. I have a 3-year-old. Tyler's got an 8-month-old, and Bill, you have a 2 months old?
She's just turned 3 months.
Wow.
Well, I have a 6-year-old pig rat dog.
I spent $1,500 on the fucking snoo and I haven't used it once.
Why? Your wife? Why?
Because I put the baby in the suit, the baby freaks out. So.
Oh God. All right. Well, tonight Kayla Harrison taking on Genna Fabian. Kayla Harrison is a 2-time gold medalist, Olympic judoka.
Whose daughter is that?
Only American to ever win the gold.
Is that Bill's daughter? Or
no, you made her on the show. Remember, Bam? I was trying to set you up on a date with her, and then like.
Who is it?
Kayla Harrison. Remember the
Match.com. She sounds black. Is she black?
Remember, she was on Raya. She told me she was on Raya. That celebrity Tinder. She was telling us she's on Raya, and that.
Adam, what are you doing setting Mayhem up with girls? Come on, man.
No, but are you sure that was with me? I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was back when we were in the Speedweed. Good-looking, blonde, like really, really cool.
Judoka?
Yeah, judoka.
Oh, finally, you get the fucking buzzword out. I mean, Google search terms in Mayhem's head for Christ's sake.
Yes. Well, anyway, so basically, the PFL made like a whole weight class for her, it seems like. Because she's 145, and a bunch of 135 pounders came up to fight her. And this girl's never lost a minute of a fight. She's beaten everybody. And she's a fucking monster too. She keeps getting better. At the beginning, she was just like holding people down, and now she's. And I think what they were trying to do is create a super fight with her and Clarissa Shields, but that's not going to go well for Clarissa Shields at all. Her first fight.
What do you mean?
Did you see her first fight?
What, yeah, no, I saw that clip or whatever.
Well, what happened was Clarissa Shields is arguably the best female boxer of all time. And they put her against a girl who was like 3-6, but was a brown belt. And she was down 2 rounds to nothing. And then luckily the girl shot in for like a single where, you know how you can, and jiu-jitsu people just hang on to a leg because they can kind of get that sweep, but they like aren't in danger. Well, the girl did it, and the girl fucking popped her 8 times and the fight was over. But
Kayla just gave her the business like on one leg?
Right, Tyler, am I telling a good recap of what happened?
That's exactly what happened.
So I think that she's light years away from Kayla Harrison. Kayla Harrison is just going to close the distance, get in, hold her down, and submit her.
It's pretty, I mean, yeah, that's a tough one. Real good judoka versus real good boxer. It's like, well, she's got to get in range to hold her. You know, she got to get in range to like, you know, and a lot of judo girls start throwing hands hard because like they already have like the core strength to be able to punch fucking hard. So sometimes they get a little fucking silly. You know, you remember Ronda getting wild with her boxing and like thought she could box with a boxer. You know what I mean? But if she, you know, she gets, I know, and it's not like Kayla's not training really hard at boxing too, so she knows.
Well, the difference, I think the difference is Kayla is an American top team, and her main training partner is Amanda Nunes. Ronda was at.
I mean, that's definitely.
Ronda was
wow, that's an asset. Jeez, you know.
Ronda was at Coach Edmonds, you know, whatever Burbank or Glendale Fight Club, and they were bringing in. It's a difference. Kayla got humbled. Kayla got humbled quickly and like stayed there. I think Ronda got humbled and was like, "Get this girl out of our camp." That's from what allegedly from what I heard. Tyler, any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've never been the biggest Ronda fan, to be honest. Like, I mean, don't even talk about fighting. I just like looking at people as the people that they are, you know? And she's just done some questionable character things, I guess you could say. But Kayla Harrison's awesome.
Juicy. Jesus Christ, bro. You're just going to stop on that, or are you going to keep TMZ until your mullet grows in?
Well, here's the thing. So I also believe – I don't think Ronda's like a bad person, to be honest, but just I don't know. Anyway, just a little bit of bad taste. But anyway, Kayla Harrison's awesome.
Bro, what did she do? Did she like run over your fucking dog and piss on your fucking tires? Huh?
You would think. No, I just don't like you know what? You have to be able to lose how you win. And whenever she lost, she just took it way too, you know, I mean, I understand that losing sucks and it's hard. I know firsthand. But you have to be able to lose like you win. And that alone just puts a bad taste in my mouth, I guess you could say.
I don't know. I think she's winning, though. I mean, to be honest, like,
hey,
she's
winning.
WWE's got a baby on the way or something like that. Yeah,
she's totally winning.
What's her husband's name? Is the best guy.
Travis
cool
Brown.
Yeah, Brown. Yeah, he's cool as fuck. So a goddamn warrior through and through. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like she's living the dream.
I mean, she beat Misha Tate. Even when she won, she didn't win well. She beat Misha Tate. Misha
she was a bitch about it. She was a bitch about it. That's why she used to being the champion all the time and never losing. It's tough. The Holly humbled her. You know, like and I get what you're saying about lose how you win. I guess that's a weird where you just like keep a stoic attitude and push through. But maybe she's motivated by different things and is very different, you know, mindset than you. Because I feel like wrestling has a different, more humble mindset than maybe judo. Judo is like a kind of and she's from like judo royalty. Think about it. It's her mom was on the damn Olympic team, a tremendous athlete herself. So it's like, you know, I think she was really hard on herself for that reason. You know, she used to being the champion all the time. You know, now I feel like she's a champion in life. Like she definitely changed the world. Everybody's talking about Amanda Nunes and but really between Gina Carano ushering MMA onto MySpace, you know what I mean? And then fucking old Ronda going on damn Jimmy Kimmel, or, you know, this shit, they really did a lot for women's martial arts.
I agree.
You obviously can't argue with that. But the thing about Kayla Harrison is I don't know if anyone's gonna beat her. Like, I think she's gonna. Yeah. It seems like she's gonna win the $1 million again this year. And nothing against Jenna Fabian. Sure, she's great. It just seems like she's.
Well, Clarissa Shields, give me a call. I mean,
this is like
the wrestling clinic.
Well, the girl that had the best chance of beating her missed weight yesterday. Just go Pacheco, right?
Yep.
Right.
It's on her period.
She missed weight by 2 pounds, and she's out of the tournament. I mean, you could have won $1 million. 2
I know.
pounds.
Yeah, I think there's easier. I think there's easier ways like of saying you don't want to fight Kayla Harrison.
I mean, but like 2 pounds, like 2 pounds, like this, like I can see if you're 7, 8 pounds, you're like, fuck it, I can't do it.
Her coach is a bitch. Like, make her sweat those 2 pounds. Well, it depends. If she's the athlete's in danger, sorry, can't do it. But like 2 pounds is like, I don't know, six.
But didn't she also fight at 135? This girl, like, it was like 10 pounds up. She's lost. She missed weight by basically, I think she was a 35 pounder, I think.
You know, sometimes women can lift weights too much, and like you can do explosive training too much and put too much muscle on. Like, some women have that ability, like, because women have testosterone too, and like some of those women out there, fucking, I don't know, they're fucking woo. But you know, they have ovaries with a dick.
Well, all right. Well, so Mariana Moraes is filling in for her. Talk about a girl who may have the best. Imagine she wins it. Imagine she goes and wins $1 million. Because now she's in the tournament. Did she even
what is she like? Mariana's Trench? What'd you call her?
Mariana Moraes. I assume she's
Moraes. She's badass or what? I don't know her either.
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I truly
have. We got a lot of homework to do if we're going to do a podcast. Are we live? Are we doing a podcast?
Yeah, we're doing a podcast. So that's on Thursday night. Friday night, Bellator. Czech Congo versus Karatinov. Tyler, who would like that fight? Congo! Tyler?
I got to go with name recognition, so Congo.
Yeah! Wait, no, Karatonov's a bad motherfucker. You don't know who that is? This is going to be a fucking good fight. I'm pulling for Congo. I don't know who's going to win. That's a fight,
Jason,
though. Who the fuck?
Tell me about Karatinov. Why is he a bad motherfucker?
Who, Czech Congo?
No, Karatinov.
Oh, yeah, because boxing, and he's Russian, and he's, like, fucking smooth with his feet. He's big, but moves small. Like, he's fucking handsome, too. Like, I would like to punch that nose, you know what I mean? But he moves it out the way real good. He moves it out the way. He's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, the stand-up portion will be the most exciting. Congo will probably get his ass down with one of those nasty, mean trips at some point and rough him up. But I don't know. Karatanov comes in shape, so it's like one of those fun ones. And then they're huge. Someone's going to get real knocked out.
First time I met Congo, I go, hey, nice to meet you. He goes, I'm gay. I go, oh, okay. He goes, just kidding. I'm like,
first time, that's weird because he got me in a single leg and rubbed his cup on my fucking knee.
Logan Storley is a guy who was a badass wrestler. No one ever talks about this guy. He's a guy that, like, that's what sucks about some of these wrestlers, Tyler, is that they're super humble. Some of these guys are from Nebraska. They don't like talking shit, and they just fly under the radar.
I agree.
And like that's how Colby Covington was going before he all of a sudden kind of found his shtick. So he's a guy. He's 11-1, and he almost his last fight. I thought he won against Amazov, who was 27-0 at the time. Who's now it was a split decision. But this dude Logan, thank God. I mean, they're fighting in South Dakota, which is where Logan's from. But he's fighting a guy Dante Shiro. But there's a guy they got to figure out a way to market this guy because. He's a fucking badass, and the guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wait, what's his name? I fell asleep during your description.
All right, Tyler. Logan Storley. Tell me about him.
Hey, Logan. I have a lot of history with Logan, so I've never talked to the guy personally, but he wrestled at the University of Minnesota at the same time I was at NDSU. So, you know, just 4 hours away. The dude was a stud, complete stud. I think he All-American 2 or 3 times. You know, as far as marketing goes, dude, you have to market yourself. You know, and I don't see a ton of stuff out there. I don't see any social media buzz out there about him. So, but, you know, you always got to be yourself and be authentic. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So,
wait, is he your weight class?
No. He's a welterweight, I believe.
Yeah, he's a big guy. He's a big. Yeah.
But yeah, man, you know what? At the end of the day, it's all about making money. It's not about making fans. So hey, if he's making his money and he's happy about that, then
start eating and fight that guy at 170.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm happy. I'm happy with where I'm at. To be honest.
What weight are you now? What weight are you? You look pretty
45.
fucking big. Yeah, you're a fucking big ass 45.
Bill, I can relate. Bill, as a comic, I can relate to this, man. When I got out to stand-up comedy, I wanted to be the funniest guy on stage. That was my goal. Funniest guy on stage. And now the people are like, how many TikTok followers do you have? What's your podcast like? How's your Instagram? And like almost like being funniest on stage becomes like the 5th most important thing. And you're like,
so wait, is that why you bring that little apple box everywhere? So that you can just you be the only guy on stage?
I honestly, seriously, and as a fighter,
nothing from Bill Dawes.
It's gotta be very similar as a fighter, where you're like, look, my goal is to win fights. It's not a fucking loudmouth asshole on Twitter.
But fuck off. Being a loudmouth asshole gets you paid, though. I'm trying to get this Tyler kid talk some shit for his kid. You know what I mean? Like, call somebody the fuck out. 145. Come on,
dude. He has to wait another year before he fights in the PFL.
Fuck off. He can fight like any weekend. This guy
has surgery on his head before he came on the show.
Perfect. Did they put the metal plate in already? Like before you get hit? So, you know what I mean? Hurry up, Cyborg.
But Bill, what were you saying?
I feel like you need to stick in anything you do to get it. Like Adam, like me and you, we're just like white guys. We need to get like a mullet like Theo Von, or you know what I mean? Like Theo used to be preppy 10 years ago. You know what I mean? So
honestly, me and Theo started doing comedy together. I remember like he didn't have any. We used to do colleges together, and people would be like, everyone would be like, oh, it's the guy from Road Rules, and he'd be like, my dick is crooked, and the girls would be so fucking like he didn't have many jokes.
He learned how to be a comedian,
and then I would see him every day. I'd be driving to wrestling practice to coach, and I'd be stopping at a Starbucks. He'd be there for 2 hours a day writing every fucking day. And he was so pissed at another comic because he had a 30-minute special on Comedy Central, and the guy like shit on it basically. And I'm not going to say what the guy's name is, but Theo, like, he did the work. He does the work. He found the right medium, but which is podcasting. I mean, obviously his stand-up is good and he kills when he's on stage, but people love him because of his podcasting. And he's so likable and funny. He's naturally a funny person, but you know, he nothing bad about him.
I fucking hate him, bro. I've been meaning to say that. Theo Von, I fucking can't stand him. He's like too funny almost, you know, like makes all the girls laugh. He's handsome. He's like likable. Like he didn't get punched in the face too much in his life. He has, in fact.
Also on this card is Keith Lee, who's Kevin Lee's brother, who's 7-4. It's funny because like Keith was
There's another one? Oh my God. I have to see this guy. Keith Lee.
Yeah, he's good.
Like his mom just like ran out of ideas for first letters. Okay. Keith. Does he have a sister named Keisha?
Dude, he's funny, man. Kevin's funny too. I remember.
Kevin's hilarious and a hammering machine. Is Kevin doing good? Because like that guy's a great.
Kevin's the guy that like he's interesting because I knew Kevin back when we and Kevin were friends. And he's from Detroit and he used to do the show all the time. And then I remember there was Brandon T. Jackson was telling me there was houses for sale in like Detroit, and the houses were like $400. He's like, you could buy a house, and so I hit him up. I'm like, Kevin, should I buy these houses? They're like $400. He's like, dude, that house will be rated, and that's the worst area. He's like, don't go fucking near the house. But
wait,
so
where's this house on a buyer?
There was a bunch of houses for sale, like in like the worst area of Detroit. And when I say they were $1,000, I could be. I'm like, babe, you want to be a homeowner? My wife.
Shit, you want to fucking own an apartment complex? 6 of them. I'll just get 6 of them. Hey, and the night before Halloween.
So I don't even know what that even means. But okay, so Kevin Lee, like he lost a couple fights that he should have won or kind of.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah.
Last couple of years, he never texts me back. I don't know where he is. He's been getting tattoos in the back of his head. Like when I say tattoos in the back of his head, like I'm gonna bring it up. You see that, Tyler? You see what I'm talking about, right? Kevin Lee's.
Yeah.
And I guess he goes on these like random trips because I'll be like, Keith, where's your brother? Oh, he went to South America for the weekend. With who? By himself. Why? I don't know. So he started campaigning for Bernie Sanders. He made speeches for Bernie.
Holy shit, this guy is Zapatista movement, some shit like that.
Like, he's sort of like out there. But then last week, he called out like 4 guys. He's like, I want to fight Mike Perry. He wants to fight Neil Magny. And they gave him D-Rod. You know D-Rod? D-Rod's like a guy who's like won 6 out of his last 7 fights. Has a 1980 tattoo on his chest. I don't know. He looks like So D-Rod says he's 224-0 in jail fights as well as street fights. All right,
Listen, I'm just fucking enamored with this guy on so many levels.
Well,
I feel like he has some crazy ass story to come back with. He probably didn't want to talk to you because he's like, I don't got nothing to. I thought you were about to mute me.
No, this is
oh
Kevin
shit!
Lee's
He went hard in the paint, bro. Is that a Nintendo logo?
Like this is Kevin Lee's tattoo.
Holy
Whoa.
fuck! This guy is tricked out now. This dude is fucking ready to come back to fighting. Oh my god, this shit is awesome! Like a fucking helmet, bro. Oh, he's like cybernetic ninja, dude. Holy shit! Snake Eyes Part 2.
The
black one. Hey, black Snake Eyes right now? I don't know. Kevin Lee can have whatever nickname he wants for that tattoo. That
you like this tattoo for real?
Yeah, fuck it. It's not like this dude's working at barista, This guy's a fucking fighter. He's a savage. He's a warrior. He's an
Somebody
MMA
said it
guy.
looked like a chandelier.
For sure. Like, you could, make fun of it all day. Like, I could roast it fucking 6 ways from Tuesday, but I want to do it to his face.
No, I'm not. I like Kevin Lee. So he's fighting this guy.
That's what I'm saying. He's so cool. Like, this guy, he's giving up some great performance. That's the guy that beat him?
No, that's the guy he's fighting next.
Oh, great. Okay, cool. Tattoo versus tattoo, 86 versus 2021.
Kevin Lee went from having no tattoos to having all of the tattoos.
Bro, he's an extreme guy. Why do you think he's so good at fighting? Like, when he goes into something, he goes hard.
I mean, that's crazy. But good for him, man. I mean, Kevin Lee has so much potential, though.
That's like fucking 12, 24 hours of fucking tattooing, by the way. Like, he didn't just get that. He didn't just go to a fucking laser jet printer. He, sat there and fucking got meditated while this dude cut into his head with a needle and jammed arsenic and old lace in his fucking shit.
Well,
the mullet is free. The mullet is free in its wild, natural state.
Well, people were saying that, people were saying that, Gregor Gillespie was the next big thing. He's a national champion wrestler.
Yeah.
And then Kevin Lee just head kicked him into oblivion. And then
he didn't expect that from wrestler.
No, right, Tyler? That was insane.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I didn't think that was going to happen. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Rashad Evans, showed off his high kicks early in his career too. Like he got comfortable. Well, I mean, I know it's not super early, but and he has a discography. But the MMA kind of shows that a guy can change and overcome, adapt. I'm always using that same one because Horwich overcoming and adapt. So this is the fucking one card now?
This is Saturday night, UFC card. It's Kelvin Gastelum versus Jared Cannonier, the Killer Gorilla. Both coming off losses to Robert Whittaker. Both amazing fighters. Obviously, everyone thinks Kelvin should be at 170, but he's like, fuck it, I'm going to go to 85. And he knocked out Bisping at 85. He knocked out, he beat some good guys at 85, but you could argue. And his last fight, before that, he beat Ian Heinitz, which is that guy with that crazy jail story. Remember that story we talked about?
Wait, who are you referring to?
Kelvin Gastelum.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so Kelvin, because I only have seen a few of his. So now that you say all that, I'm like, oh wow, I didn't realize that about
his last fight. He lost to Whittaker. It was 50-45, but it was a closer fight than that. You ever see a 50-45, but you're like every round was kind of close. It was one of those fights. He beat
Sometimes guys are their skill sets are evenly matched enough where they just fuck each other up a little bit. You know what I mean? And then, you get these, and also the rules. People are more apt to stand up now, less wrestling. So, they're gonna touch each other. If both guys are good at everything, they cancel each other out. The defense, offense factor. Whittaker's refined striker and Gastelum, is they're both this new class of mixed martial artists that have grew up with YouTube pretty much and got a good variety of techniques. And it's interesting, it shifts and changes. The calf kicks are a thing now. Different techniques are coming out of that. They're being born from this YouTube generation. The next generation is going to be damn ninjas for real, man. I fight kids in the gym now who use the walls casually. That's not, Showtime kick was a big deal. Now it's like that. But man, yeah, this guy Whittaker's fucking.
I didn't realize that Kelvin has lost 4 of his last 5, but
I know this is kind of a sad, like little, maybe he's fucking motivated. If he's healthy.
Yeah, I mean, he beat Bisping, he beat Jacare, and then
this guy's a fucking bastard.
Israel, lost to Darren Till, lost to Jack Hermanson. That was a crazy, weird one. Then he beat Ian Heinisch, beat Robert Whittaker. I lost Robert Whittaker.
Definitely saw this one, and this one, yeah. Gastelum, man, that's a little dig into the history. I appreciate that, Adam, because you want to make sure to look at the whole entirety of the fighter.
Whereas Jared Cannonier lost to Robert Whittaker, but he beat Jack Hermanson, knocked out Anderson Silva, beat David Branch, lost to Dominic Reyes, and lost to Jan Blachowicz. Who do we like in this fight? Tyler, you go first.
I like Cannonier, even though I'm a fan of Gastelum, man. Like, he brings the fight every single time. I just my gut feeling tells me Cannonier on this one.
Jason?
Well, I don't know what strategy that Gastelum's gonna propose to really maybe those low kicks and working on the outside. But yeah, I mean, Cannonier. How old is Cannonier anyway? I don't know. How much damage has he taken in his career, Adam? Because this guy looks like
he's 37.
In the heavy, he's not that old. And the damn heavyweights actually, it's kind of a little bit old for heavyweight sometimes.
185.
Motherfuckers get hurt. Oh, they're fighting at 185.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Jack Cannonier is like, yeah, he's gonna be the smart money. But Gastelum, I'm pulling for.
Bill?
I mean, I always go with Gastelum. You know what I mean? Emotional.
Yeah, I want to go with Gastelum. Yeah, I want the underdog to fucking overcome right now because it looks like Cannonier is just on this nice trajectory. This guy's on a slump. Maybe he can solve the Rubik's Cube. You know what I mean? Figure out how to get in there.
Now, Tyler, your teammate, Clay Guida, has a big fight ahead of him. This guy, Mark Madsen, was he's an Olympian, a judo Olympian. He's 10-0.
This will be the undercard. This will be the underdog winning. Because this guy is going to – Denmark, man.
In his last fight, he looked tired.
The caveman's going to take him down. I don't give a fuck about his record. Don't even put it up. The caveman's going to take him down. It's just going to fucking hammer him. It's game over. He's going to fucking be pulling his hair out of his eyes while he hammers blood out of this guy's nose.
I got to say, I mean, the last fight he had, he looked tired and lost the 3rd round. And Clay Guida has never looked tired in any of his.
Tell us the truth. Is he putting it in camp? Is he partying a little too much? Is he hitting the fucking wood a little too hard, the carpenter? Well, tell us about the inside scoop, Tyler.
Clay is the most youthful 40-year-old I've ever met in my life. The dude has more energy than me. He's still in the gym freaking more than anybody. He really is truly one of a kind. So I got 56 pro fights compared to 10. Clay Guida has got this fight, no problem. Experience.
Damn. There we go. See?
Now have you been working with him, sparring with him, or no?
No, I actually haven't this camp. But I've been seeing what he's doing, and he does what he always does, which is a recipe for success for him. So he'll be fine. Like I said, experience matters here, and he's got all the experience compared to this guy.
You know what's amazing about Clay Guida? He's lost 3 of his last 5 fights, and he's a co-main event. That just goes to show how much people love him.
Well, what's also crazy about Clay Guida is he has victories over Nate Diaz, Rafael Dos Anjos, and Anthony Pettis. 3 Hall of Famers. 3 Hall of Famers he has wins over. Now,
I don't know what that. Are they afraid that he's going to piss in the Hall of Fame if they let him in? You know what I mean? Eventually, this guy should be. I'm proposing him.
And Joe Lozon. I mean, he's the one over BJ Penn. I mean, we
love him for a reason. Okay?
He's obviously.
Even those losses, he got fucked up in a exciting fashion. Like, he was fucking going for it. Like, he was trying to win. No matter anytime those losses, fuck those losses. Erase them from history. He gave us a good show. Even when he got tired, Well, that's okay. Fucking, he's 40. Maybe he had a bad camp. You never know. You know, like, I give him the benefit of the doubt. He's going to be a really fun to watch. He's not going to disappoint. And I think he could beat Mark Madsen. Even though this guy's seems like, okay, I'll give him his props. This guy's like, probably, I'm guessing, striker, like with like, I don't know, sharp hands.
No. He's all throws. His throws are insane.
Interesting. Okay, we're gonna chuck Clay Guida a few times, but he's gonna keep going. Maybe you'll trick him with one of your judo moves, but Clay Guida is coming for you.
Man, I'm looking forward to this.
Be careful, Mark Madsen. You better handle it.
Yeah, I know. I heard from Clay that like he's also one of these guys that a lot of people beat him in like practice. Like he gets beat by guys, but he would kill them in an actual fight.
Dude, he rises to the fucking occasion like a goddamn carpenter. Jesus on the cross. I've never seen a man give me such a good time watching fights. I watched his fight live at the damn arena. I was like, thank you for that, Jesus. Thank you, God. Like, that was awesome.
So, so Mark Madsen, I'm excited for this fight, though, because I'm excited. This guy, Mark Madsen, I feel like they just sort of, they don't really promote him as much as, like, I would like to see them.
Well, this is what they're doing right now. They're giving him a good challenge against a crafty veteran. You know what I mean? And like it sounds like Mark Madsen got the flashy, exciting style that we all need to see, apparently. And those matchmakers aren't stupid. Sean Shelby, damn genius. Like, come on, he's smart. He knows what he's doing.
What do you think about Tyler? What do you think? What are your thoughts about? Speaking of matchmakers, Sean O'Malley, where what's his name said to Sean O'Malley. I guess they offered him a couple fights. He turned them down. He's not. Maybe he needs some time or something. And according to him, like Shelby said something like, "Oh, we'll go hang out with Takashi or something," because he's been hanging out with Takashi a lot. And what are your thoughts on Sean O'Malley, Tyler?
My thoughts on Sean O'Malley is he's trying to fight the worst opponents and make the most amount of money, which I guess I kind of understand, but at the same time, it's like, aren't you trying to be a champion? If you're trying to be a champion, dude, you got to move up on the ladder.
That's what I'm doing. I mean, it's like, I'm just trying to get some money. You know what I mean?
So, I don't know, man.
Well,
I don't think O'Malley wants to fight tough people, to be honest.
Yeah, he does eventually, but like he's working his way back up. I think like he just hurt his foot, and now he's robbing people with Takashi 6'9". So he's got plenty.
He got a 6'9". He got a 6'9" tattoo.
I feel you. That's
yeah,
his
he
homie,
got branded by another man.
Those guys are fucking loco. Yeah, right, I like that Takashi style shit. It's crazy.
Here's some Mark Madsen highlights. I guess it's not judo. It's wrestling. Greco-Roman wrestling. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's a Greco guy.
All right, so here's some Mark Madsen highlights.
Bro, I thought he was a judo guy.
Oh
my God. Like I said, this is going to be the most exciting fight of all time. This guy can do these moves. Yeah, that's a good one. High lift. Oh, Denmark's finest. Oh, my God. Oh, man, Mark Madsen's a fucking animal. Jesus. Holy shit, bro. He just wrenched that guy's fucking neck through oblivion. It's in the multiverse now. Oh, here's MMA? Okay, Let's see. Oh, yeah, he's a stud, bro. He's like shorter and compact and like strong as fuck. Wow. Okay, let's see. Oh, he does wear the Randy Couture pants. I like that. The long fucking tight pants, those are dope. Like, I feel like they're underrated.
All right. So are we changing our mind now?
That was a hard jab. Oh, my God. Okay, so he knows how to punch, too. Shit. Uppercut. He's like little Randy Couture.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Take it home with you in a lunch bag. You just fucking C6 them. Like, good night. Oh, Leo Machida on the ground. Like,
I think that guy died.
I mean,
that guy had a family, bro. That guy had a family.
Okay, so are we changing our mind on this prediction, Jason?
Wow. No, I think Guido. Look, come on, Guido will figure it out. Fucking, he's got a chance in hell. You know what I'm saying? What are we betting? You want to bet on it? I mean, some skills and Doritos around here somewhere. I'll bet you. But I'll tell you what. Clay better get ready. Go on a ride a little bit, man. I think. I think it might be a possibility. I don't know if Clay's been doing some Greco lately, but I would practice some break falls, definitely. Undoubtedly. Like, come on. Like, Guida, okay, I only say that not because Guida's an idiot. just the level of wrestling right there is so high that you got to think if you're standing up boxing with this fucking meathead that he's gonna fucking try to scoop you, at least try, you know. So you got to be ready for that. If maybe Guida can get him with a fucking hammer, you know what I mean? One of those Guida, like he wades in with the hammers. I think he could cut him early, fuck up his game, you know. So at least make it like drawn out fair, unless Guida ain't in shape where.
Why do I feel like Clay would like enjoy going for a ride? But this guy, like, I feel like
that's what I'm saying. No, that's right, exactly what I meant. Like Clay Guida will get. Look, I will take a ride to win the fight. Okay, let me tell you a story. Okay.
Okay.
In jail, a fucking dude named Big Slim was a heavyweight wrestling champ in California, where California has like the best. But this guy like instead like to do methamphetamine, steal cars, like shoot at the cops. So.
Right.
He'll be in there forever. But anyway, he might get out soon. He might get out in a little bit. Like maybe it wasn't as bad as he said, but he talked the story up a little bit. Like I was like, damn, buddy. All right. Anyway, we wrestle in the yard. This guy judo throws the shit out of me. Like Greco throws me fucking good. But I bounced on my hip real quick and spun around to his back and then picked him up and threw him on the fucking concrete, right? I took that throw in order to get to a more advantageous position.
Was it a real fight or was it a wrestling match or a real fight?
Yeah, you know, it turned. Come on, bud. Is there a difference between a wrestling match and a real fight? I don't think
was there real animosity, or were they like, hey, let's see who's better at wrestling?
Yeah, of course. There was like, I'm fucking the bigger guy here. No, I'm the fucking bigger guy here. Of course, there was a little bit of animosity, but at the end, we fucking respect each other. You know, we shake hands. Yeah.
All right. Also on this card, Vince Pichel, who co-hosts the show a lot of times.
Oh, I should say, and we kept training, Adam. We kept training together. Like good. After that was the first. That was the first fucking go, and then we kept training.
He's fighting Austin Hubbard. We got Chase Sherman on the card. The Vanilla Gorilla. Two gorillas on this card.
A lot of gorillas, man. You know what I mean? Are they all white?
No. The Killer Gorilla is Jared Cannonier.
Nice. And Cannonier, that's a pretty fucking sweet ass nickname. You should have just said that. I would have said he wins.
But Chase Sherman's one of those heavyweights that gets the shit beaten out of him and then comes back. Like his defense is horrible, but he's got a strong head. He did bare knuckle boxing for a while too, and he's just exciting heavyweight. He doesn't fight like a heavyweight. Fights like Diego Sanchez.
Like a new country.
Exactly, but not even like a.
But he's not a big country.
Because he's jacked.
He's a size country.
Yeah.
Oh, is he in shape?
Yeah.
Is he from Canada by chance?
I'm pretty sure he's from like Omaha or something, or one of those.
Perfect. Okay, country boy.
So
country man. There we go.
He's fighting Parker Porter.
That guy sounds like a goddamn pig.
Well, hold on. I will.
That's what I would name a pig if he was like, I had a pig around. No offense to the guy. Oh my God, he's a goddamn chiseled. He's a chiseled monster. All right, Jesus. Sorry, I called you a pig there, Parker. Calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
I like that he's wearing his mask in his fucking thing. Like he doesn't even want to get corona from you on the internet.
So yeah, that should be a good fight as well. I'm trying to see if I can find some Chase Sherman highlights.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, great. Let's see your Wi-Fi. Will you go? Wait.
And in the meantime, Mayhem, how's your comeback going?
What? I'm not coming back. What are you talking about?
You said you were thinking about it.
What do you mean? I'm already here. Coming back. I've been here for years.
You said that you've been in the gym, rolling, training.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I injured the shit out of myself multiple times.
Did you break your hand?
Multiple ways. I'm fucked up all the time. Like, when my back hurts and fucking aching. The goddamn Clay Guida's doing the fucking American dream right now. 40-year-old fucking piece of oak. You know, I got some complaints about getting older. No one told me, first of all, that this would happen. And now my knee is giving me trouble. I'm glad it's not raining today.
What were you saying?
Mayhem, in all seriousness, why don't you think about bare knuckle? Bring the hair back. Go to bare knuckle and make a shit
back.
ton of money.
I can't bring the hair back unless you send me some Rogaine. You know what I'm saying? There's a small spot forming, bro. It's coming. It's coming for all of us, I think. And now I'm a little bit worried. I'm just gonna bick my head again, bro. Like, fuck that. What do you think, Adam? My girl says I look too scary. My girl says I look too scary. And I'm like, but I am scary. And she's like, well, you look dangerous. I'm like, but I am dangerous. And she's like, but you don't have to look it.
Well, you don't have the receding hairline. You still got that nice hairline in the front. So
you're a sweet kid, bud, with a fucking mop top.
So here's his bare knuckle boxing against Joey Beltran.
Now, Beltran is fucking pretty goddamn tough. The Tijuana badass. Like, he's San Diego's like, fuck you guy. Like, this guy is cool as fuck. And look at his fucking forehead. What was that gang sign he threw up? A Crip? The C? And that's pretty gangster.
You've trained with Joey Beltran, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I did, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're talking about I knocked him down? Yeah. He's tough. Yeah, he's tough. I got him that time. Like, he was surprised. He didn't know I knew how to box. That's why. He kind of came out fucking thinking that I was going to grapple him.
He's the champion. He's the bare knuckle champion.
He's a fucking – he got thicker, too. Like, he was when he was younger, he was a little skinnier. He fought at a lighter weight. Is this heavyweight?
Yeah, he also married. I think he's engaged to a bare knuckle boxer.
That's fucking hot. Like, wow, that's wild.
The one that beat
this dude fighting has a good fucking defense. That guy slipped those punches pretty good, but he got him with a couple. Okay, now the defense is good. Beltran is coming back.
The chick that said she's a feeling.
Yeah, he married a feeling. The one that beat Paige Van Zandt.
Starling?
She said, "I'm a feeling." She goes, "I'm not a person. I'm a feeling." And I want everyone.
I'm a person.
Bro, what is she? Some transcendent nymph? This lady sounds awesome.
She goes, "And I want everyone to feel me." That's what
you know what? I'm a caller, and I want everyone to see me.
What's her name? Tyler, what's the girl's name?
Dude, I don't know. I tried raising.
Oh, come on. Don't turn a fucking fight off for your goddamn tabloid bullshit. No one cares.
Oh, my God.
All I know is I think she lived in West Virginia, and I'm pretty sure she was on drugs that night or something because it was pretty it was pretty crazy.
She beat Paige Van Zandt, and then she beat up Jenny Savage her last fight, too. She's
why is Tyler a little narc today? Like, he hates Ronda Rousey. He's fucking telling us the girl's doing drugs. Like, you know what I mean? Her fucking husband is a fucking bare knuckle boxer. She's a bare knuckle boxer. Now, like, what do you want her to do? Have a library card? What? Dude, he fucked them up with all those.
Hey, I'm not.
Way to go,
can do whatever they want. It's not my decision.
I know. Why are you imposing your morality on us? Are you going to storm the Capitol again?
Mayhem, is this the sport of the future?
Kind of, yeah. This shit is pretty gangster, but like the damage is mostly superficial because of the bare knuckles. Like the guys get fucked up more, and it's less like really bad for you. You know, this is like how humans are supposed to fight, sort of.
Really?
Yeah, because you have a high-tech ass fucking glove or even a low shitty piece of leather with goddamn enough padding on it. And now you can just beat this guy senseless without marking him up. You understand? With this, you guys are fucking each other up. But it's like, oh, yeah, you cut up and scratch. Like, the shit happens, but from Knuckles, you know, that shows what happened, shows the fucking that's part of the judging, really, should be. It's like, okay, this guy touched him enough time to open up that cut on his fucking eye. Like, we can see it visually. So, you know, is it kind of sloppy at this stage? Yeah, but it's a moving document like dictionary or, for instance, you know, mixed martial arts. Same thing. The guys are going to figure out different strategies. Right now, see, these looping punches are working. Joey Beltran's defense was tight right there. He blocked. You know, that he got, you know, that was good. I don't know who's coaching Joey, but his skills look fucking polished in this sport. And his Greco is pretty damn good, like his underhooks come. He's fucking smart fighter now. In the UFC, he did pretty good, too. He did in the fucking Bellator. He had a great career. This guy is mastered. It's nice to see him.
I mean, he has on his own Twitter page, journeyman fighter, professional journeyman.
Yeah, he kind of is. And that's cool because he's fucking the champ here, bro. Yeah. Beltran's a bad motherfucker, and damn, he deserves some respect. This is I mean, you guys watch enough MMA to realize, like, the skill involved in this. Like, this is like, you know, Like, that was hard what they just did. Like, fucking hard. Like, hard. You know, that's like, after you get done with one of them, I bet you're damn, you know, like a hard-ass wrestling match or 3 wrestling matches back-to-back kind of, you know?
Well, Masvidal has his own promotion, Bare Knuckle MMA, and he just signed Bigfoot Silva.
Really?
I'm glad Bigfoot's still around and fighting. That motherfucker is the damn. I shared a locker room with him. I was very impressed by that guy, and he was really funny. And every time I see him, he's cool as hell. Like, he's a good, yeah.
Well, I think he was taking like human growth hormone because he has some kind of like gigantic, like he has some kind of disease where he needed to live or something, and then he stopped taking it because of USADA, and he kept losing because of it. I don't think they're going to be testing in Jorge Masvidal's bare knuckle boxing, bare knuckle MMA. And I met a guy from Reno who fought in it. A guy from Reno, he flew out there, paid him $200. He flew himself out there. He actually tried out. They fought in a backyard. It must have been like 27 people watching, and he did pretty well. He got taken down. He was getting beat up. He threw up a triangle, won by triangle, and now I think he was like, now he's allowed in the organization. But
I choked a man from Reno just to watch him die.
So, yeah, I mean, Masvidal's bare knuckle MMA. I think they're going to be on Fight Pass pretty soon. But do you think that's – Tyler, would you ever do that? Bare knuckle boxing or bare knuckle MMA?
Have to pay me a lot of money, dude. That's a whole nother level of crazy, I feel like.
Yeah. I think so too.
I can't utilize my wrestling, my number one tool.
No,
you know, so
bare knuckle MMA you can. Bare knuckle MMA you can use your wrestling, right?
Yeah, bare knuckle MMA, true. I was thinking solely boxing, but yeah, I'd have to get paid a lot of money, dude. Like,
what?
That's nuts. I mean, I guess bare knuckle MMA it's not much of a difference.
It would be better for you in your wrestling style to not wear gloves. You could like manipulate a guy's leg easier, better, get underhooks easier, better. It would benefit you to not have a glove.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, so I guess I wouldn't be super opposed to the bare knuckle MMA, but bare knuckle boxing, you know, taking away my wrestling, I better make a lot of money there because that's intense.
Oh, I think, yeah. Also, the problem that I saw with the tryouts is it was on the grass. And it seems like that's a tough way to fight.
Wait, you can't fucking fight on grass? I can fucking fight on grass. I can fight on snow. I can fight on fucking blacktop. I could fight on a fucking tabletop. I can fight on a top that spins around.
You're also not the average person, Jason. I mean,
I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? I've done a lot of fights. Like, I feel like you could adapt.
All right. Well, this Friday night, speaking of bare knuckle boxing, and by the way, I got the app. It's $5 a month, and you get every fight. Bare knuckle boxing. The math doesn't even work out where it's like cheaper to buy.
Like, they're just giving their shit away for free at this point. Good, man. $5, I'll gladly pay it. I think I already did. Like, I just watched the whole shit.
So this Friday night, Johnny Bedford is fighting.
Oh shit!
Is fighting Barnett in bare knuckle boxing. Tony Lopez. Tony Lopez, he's got like 190 fights, that guy.
Like, everyone knows Tony Lopez, dude. This guy is an icon in King of the Cage, yeah.
He's fighting Alan Belcher.
Fucking what? That's wild as fuck. That's grappler versus striker, isn't it?
It's going down in Biloxi, Mississippi. Also on the card, guys that we know, Melvin Gillard is fighting as well.
What? That's wild. I can't wait to see that.
And then hold on, let me see who else is on this card. Yeah, they got to do a better job of advertising. I feel like, because there's like, I feel like most people don't know about this card, right? I mean, you didn't know that, did you?
Are you talking to me? Of course I didn't know. I wait for you, and you didn't fucking call me, bro.
Tyler, did you have any idea that this was going down this Friday night?
No, they always. I feel like they always do it in like Mississippi or Alabama and someone's fucking backyard, so I never know about it.
Right, the weekend before, the days before the weekend, they start blasting it out. I think. I can't remember, because they know that like people who watch bare knuckle fighting are probably going to be affected by, like an ad. They just pop something, go, yo, motherfucker, bare knuckle fighting today, not tomorrow, not yesterday, today.
Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. BKFC. I got to get the whole roster. All right. So, yeah, BKFC. Who else is on the card? Harris Stevenson's fighting Melvin Gillard. Jason Fish versus Quentin Harry. I don't know those guys. Also, Melvin Gillard is like the big one, I guess. And then, obviously, Alan Belcher versus Tony Lopez. Who do you think wins?
Tony Lopez is tough as fuck, dude. Like, you know what I mean? So is Belcher. That's the bare knuckle card, huh?
Yeah.
That Belcher's going to do that weird shit. He's going to put his fucking hand down on the right side and he's southpaw, right? And he's going to come fucking do those whipping punches that he does. I'm interested to see how he changes his game from MMA to bare knuckle because Belcher has an interesting striking game. He knows how to punch and, it's going to be a weird one. I want to see that. I think Belcher maybe can get in and out with footwork and do some damage.
Tony Lopez had a fucking war against Joey Beltran. That was probably
every fight Tony Lopez has is a war, bro. I don't know how. Somehow he makes it a war. Like he'll be beating the shit out of a guy and then kind of slip on a banana peel and then suddenly be in a triangle for an hour, then come back and win. Like this dude I've seen some amazing fights from Tony Lopez. I'm really a fan.
I'm excited. Hold on. Let me see if I can find Tony Lopez versus Joey Beltran. I'm gonna try to do like the last the bloodiest fight of 2018.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This guy has been in some fucking wars, yeah. And where are you? At the Radisson Inn in Kenosha, Wisconsin?
No, I'm where am I? I am in Naples. I'm in Naples, Florida. So let's see. All right, we're gonna end the podcast. I know I'm like stuttering.
That's all good. I love you, dude. You're like always killing it. I can't even believe you wake up for this. Do it with the show that you do. Like if you always go and do comedy like you, I would be so sick of talking, bro.
All right. So look at this fight. Tony Lopez is like, I feel like he's like the real life.
Fuck, he fought Beltran. That's why. Oh, here we go.
I feel like he's
let's get to the meat of it. Come on. We don't have much time on the podcast, right? We got to hang up because your Wi-Fi turns off and fucking you got to reset the router.
Get to the 20-minute mark, Adam. Go to 20 minutes.
Wait, don't you think like Tony Lopez is like the real life Danny Trejo?
Yes.
All that. Yeah, all that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Hold on, see what we got.
He should play Danny Trejo in a biopic.
Ah!
I don't know how his acting pops up there, but his boxing is pretty sick. His MMA in general. And it's interesting to see. He already got touched, even though I didn't see it. And it's interesting to see him wading in against Beltran, because Beltran looks real comfy. Like, he's in and out of his range. But also Tony does do this thing where he kind of does a zombie. Like, he puts his... Oh, the headlock punches are nice. Oh, my God, he's cut open bad. We missed that one. Yeah, man. Look, Beltran's looking mad comfy. He's just walking forward like he's hitting a heavy bag. Like, get the fuck. Like, he's like getting him. Oh, but Tony's fucking crafty. You get a little check hook. He goes to southpaw. He changes. So, that's nice. Damn, this is a dirty one. Maybe that head is causing some of that fucking blood. Like, touch the head to the cut and open it up wider. I don't know. It looks like it happened. Boom, and a boom, and a bap. Yeah, Tony always does that weird thing where he leaves his jab hand out. It kind of fucks up the guy's offense. Those are some wild-ass punches. Yeah, the angle that they come from with no gloves are a little different. Like it looks strange to me because I'm used to watching guys box with gloves. But yeah, the angle of the punch can change. Man, what a fucking exchange that was!
I love it.
I talked through it, but I was acting casual. Those guys went for it on that round.
There's a great comment on the post. Says it looks like two uncles throwing down at a quinceañera.
Goddamn right. Hey, bro, I would hang a piñata in the background.
I mean, this is. I mean, imagine like
that's a fucking sick exchange. You saw that?
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy, dude. It looks kind of majestic to me because the Wi-Fi is all buffering right now. Yeah, it's a legendary fight that they put on. Oh my fucking God, he is fucking open. Oh my God, everyone is open. I hope you got your shots.
I hope you guys. I mean, this is just crazy.
Shit, what a fucking legendary.
Who wins the fight?
I think it was
That's Beltran. Come on, he's a champion.
Beltran won. I mean, look at these fucking guys. Like,
Tony Lopez deserves a round of applause too. Like, holy shit, give him a standing out. Like, goddamn, Dan Trejo face got all bloodied up.
they had a rematch. But it didn't go like this. The rematch didn't go like this.
What? Beltran just laid him out.
No, it was just boring. It was just like Beltran won, but it was like the guys were kind of yeah.
Well, both guys got smart.
Oh, I guess it was a draw.
Oh well, champion keeps his belt. Sorry.
Oh no,
Tony Lopez is a bad
we
motherfucker.
gave it to Lopez. Lopez won.
Yeah.
I mean, Beltran won.
Idiot, bro. Just because they're both Mexican can't mix them up. They're not the salt and pepper shakers.
So yeah, that was crazy. So anyway, Tyler, what do you have coming up? If I live in Northern California and I want my food delivered, talk to me.
diamond-mealprep.com. That's
I gotta go to
freshly.com.
Freshly meal prep.
No.
Diamond?
Yes.
What is it called? I'm gonna cut a promo.
Meal
What's
prep.
it called? That's right. Hi, I'm Mayhem Miller. Go to Diamond. Fucking talking over my copy, bro.
His last name is Diamond.
Motherfucker, I know.
All right, go on. Tyler, what do I order the food?
Never mind. You know what, Tyler? If you don't want me to cut a promo for you.
All right, cut a promo. Mayhem, cut a promo.
Hey, I'm not the one cutting you off.
Jason, please.
Do you need meal prep services? Well, then try. Take two. Hey, I don't know the name of it. It's Diamond Meal Prep Company? A Diamond Supply
Diamond
Company?
Meal Prep Service.
Diamond Dash. Fuck, you fucking fucked me up with that dash. Diamond Dash. Is it a dash or do we spell it all out? D-A-S-H.
Spell it out.
Oh, diamonddash.com. Buy some fucking food. There we go. It worked. I think that's a t-shirt or tagline. You can censor me if you want, but I'm not to be censored. I choose my words very carefully.
All right, and Bill, what do you got coming up?
I just got shows in Austin, Brian Redbrand's Secret Show at the Vulcan and Sunset Strip.
It's so fucking secret now. Brian Redbrand's doing a show. That old codger, what's he doing? Pulling up dick pics for Joe to look at?
All right.
Don't be homophobic.
All right, Jason, if I want to train in LA with a guy who is a legendary fighter, what do I do?
Fuck, man. I called Mike Bisman. I think he lives down the street. Nah, my bad. Mayhem's at fightscience.com. I mean, I think that's our website, unless Boss Rutan stole that shit and cyber squatting again. Yeah, so come to Fight Science in Mid-City, Los Angeles. I'll be there and be square. I think we spar on Friday.
September 2nd to the 5th, I will be at the Comic Strip in Vancouver. And then I'll be at the House of Comedy. I mean, in the House of Comedy in Vancouver.
Comedy. The Tekashi 6ix9ine House of Comedy you're going to?
Yes, and then I'm at the Minnesota House of Comedy, September 16th to 24th. Tyler, thank you for being on the show. I know we took up all your time. Thanks, man.
Every fucking ate a gordita right in our face and spit it out. Come on.
No, dude, that was
so
Doritos. That was
We're not gonna
Doritos
have
and
a
Mountain
back
Dew
again,
that you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Don't get Mountain Dew mouth. You get your fucking teeth up. Drink too much of it. All right, calm down. Maybe try the diet version. All right. I'm just telling all the kids out there: don't drink too much soda. If you drink too much soda, start acting like Mayhem. Drink an energy drink company that doesn't give me money. So.
Jason,
hey bro, you're a fucking champ, bro. We're gonna see you later, and heal up good, do your rehab. We want to see you back in the damn cage. At PFL, Elemental P, XYZ, George's show, Triller and Vanilla. I want to see you do some trash can lid boxing with another friend and a crowbar. Fantastic to see it. Bill Dawes, God bless you. Good night, everyone. Hey, do you want to say anything? Besides your freshly competitor, the Diamond Fresh Service, Diamond Dash Service, Diamond Dash.
No, dude, you're just speaking to the 2022 PFL season winner next year. That's all.
Love it.
Fucking
Love it.
Babe Ruth over here calling his shot. All right, I can't wait to see that.
Thank you, Tyler. Thanks, Jason. Thanks, Bill.
Yep, absolutely.